This was our first trip to the Ozarks. We stayed at back in the Ozarks RV park in Dover, and we had a blast. So stay tuned to watch some of the video of some of our trips. Hope you enjoy. Okay, I'm not going to lie. The first couple of days there were a little rough. Um, we didn't have a good map. I tried the Avenza, but I was having a hard time figuring out what was allowed and what wasn't, and where we could ride and where we couldn't ride. And it just was a little sketch the first couple of days. After that, we met someone that was staying at the campground, which was back in the Ozarks in Dover, which is just a small mom and pop type campground, but was really nice, full hookups, and we enjoyed the stay there. Um, but we talked to the one guy, and he was a huge help. Was really a lifesaver. He told us to use a Maprika, and it was all color coded, so it told us, where you could go, where you couldn't go, and it didn't have because between Onyx and Avenza, I was struggling with figuring out what we could do and couldn't do. So once he gave us that, we were all good to go and had a great time. So I think his name was AJ, and sorry, I can't remember his wife's name, but if y'all watch this, thank you so much. You don't know how much you helped, and we really appreciate the advice on trails because they were very helpful in more than one way. And their 3-year old little boy was adorable, I might add. So here's us leaving the campsite. Said it's only like 12 sites or something, but it was really a nice stop for us and a nice day. Really liked the park. It was quiet. And the only thing is, it's a little far from OARC and from that side of the trails, but that did not stop us. We managed to get over to OARC, which was awesome. That'll be in another video. And we had a great time while we were there. So here's a little bit of us leaving camp. This is just a little ways before Max Pines. To the right, if we went right, would be about 6 or 7 miles is Max Pines RV Park, to give you some perspective. And I wasn't sure how big the sites were at Max Pines, so we stayed here because it was full hookup, and I knew we wouldn't have a problem with our rig. But it's a beautiful area. We really enjoyed it. It was very, very dusty while we were there, but still a beautiful area. Now, this was our first time in the Ozarks. We've been to Moccassin Gap before, but we haven't been in this area before. And there was a lot of road riding, a lot of roads you had to take to get to any of the trails. It was a lot of fun, and there was certainly some beautiful waterfalls, a lot more waterfalls than I would have expected. Beautiful things to see, some technical. I'm sure you could have found a lot more technical. We were trying to look for sites to see more than anything, and really enjoyed that. I found some waterfalls and played in some waterfalls and creeks and all that. So very pretty riding, but you do have to do quite a bit of road riding to get to places, or at least we did. Maybe there's better ways that we don't know. I'm sure there are since we're not familiar in the area, but there is quite a bit of roads you have to get on to get anywhere. As far as the roads, there's only on Maprika, it shows red where roads you're not allowed to be on. You are allowed to be on Highway 7, although that was really busy. That's right, the one that goes to Max Pine, that Max Pine's on. That was really busy, and cars were moving pretty quick. So we tried to not be on that more than we had to. Some of the other highways were not as busy, and we were able to do those a little more and felt a little more comfortable doing that. But when the cars are flying through there, I'm not very happy at staying on there. But most of the roads you're allowed to ride on. The Maprika one was color coded, and it showed which roads we couldn't ride on, which was really very helpful. Really fortunate on this trip to have our friends join us and ride with their side by side. Unfortunately, it was really, really dusty. And some of the trails are pretty rocky and, you know, not necessarily used to that, but it was a great time. And we were so grateful that our friends were able to join us on the trip. So we travel all over. We go to Utah. We're on our way to Moab for 2 weeks, and then we're going to spend some time in Idaho. It's not all about trails, but trails are a big part of what we do. So I hope you enjoy these videos. This is pretty much us going towards Moccasin Creek and some of the trails in that area. Really loved it. They had some great views. There's going to be a few more videos coming out from the Ozarks. One of them we went to Car Wash Falls and Campsite Waterfalls. We went to O-Art and we saw Bub's Cabin and the old Union Schoolhouse. So those will be coming out in videos too. So I hope you enjoy this. We also went to Hillbilly Slim's Barbecue, which was, or Hillbilly Slim's Restaurant, which was awesome as well. And we saw some waterfalls in that area too. So they had a great time exploring the area. So I hope you enjoy the videos. This is the area of around Moccasin Falls or Moccasin Gap. We didn't go in Moccasin Gap, but this is some of the roads near it and across from Mack's Pines. So, and also if you hear any wind noise in the background, I'm very sorry for that. We're right now in Texas, and it's just a little tornado watch. Pretty sure I saw Dorothy and Toto fly by a while ago, so it's pretty windy out there. So what do you do when there's a tornado watch? You edit videos, because why not? On the video, this does not look nearly as rough as it was. It's not like Colorado rough boulders, but it's pretty rough going, and so we had to go pretty slow to ease through all this stuff. And plus, I had my mom and the dogs with us, so we're always a little bit slower, a little bit more careful when we have them with us. But it was a great time, and a lot of fun hitting these trails and exploring the area.
Into the waves, we were right there in the eye of the storm. When I look back, I see it clear. I tried but couldn't give you more. You were a great one at the wrong time. I could never give you what you need and deserve. We went head first into the waves until we crashed and burned. Too close to the sun. Maybe in another life we could have worked it out, but we got too close to the sun. When all is said and done, when all is said and done, when all is said and done. Tell me, babe, what are we gonna do? 'Cause you got me in the back spell, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. In the light, I had a vision. In the dark, a premonition. You took my dreams and now I'm bound to you. Tell me, babe, what are we gonna do? 'Cause you got me in the back spell, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. 'Cause you got me in the back spell, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. Pick me up, put me down. Why you keeping me around? You're my illusion that I'm running to. Tell me, babe, what are we gonna do? 'Cause you got me in a bad spell, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. You got me in a bad spell, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. I was the girl all alone in the corner, drinking by yourself on a Saturday night. You were the guy with your friends at the doorway.
Here we are at the coming up on the Moccassin Gap area. We did not go on the trails. We just rode up and looked at the signs and a little glimpse of the campground. And then we'll cross the street, go down Highway 7 just a little bit till we get to Mack's Pines. So this is a little bit of Moccasin Gap. That's the campground, very briefly. And then there's the information of the area and all that. We didn't do the trails. We were just kind of still trying to sightsee and explore the area, figure out where everything was. So we're going to go back down to Highway 7 and cross the street, or down to Highway 7 and run down Highway 7 just a little bit till we get to Mack's Pines.
We were making our way through the town, yeah. Never really wanted the night to end. And I was wishing you'd stick around. Still, I was thinking we were just friends. Had we met before?
And here's just a little bit of Highway 7. Like I said, it's just too busy of a road for us to feel comfortable being on it for any length of time. So we boogied down it pretty hard to get, stay out of traffic way and to get off of it as quick as we could.
Something struck me when I was looking into your eyes. Wasn't love at first sight, fire burning bright. But now I know what it was. It was like coming home. It felt like coming
here's a prime example of men not listening. I told Vic 3 times that we had to turn left to get in here, and finally he got it that we had to turn to go into Mack's Pine. We passed the first entrance, and he almost went back out on the road before I yelled no, and we finally made it into Mack's Pine. I didn't realize that they had a restaurant there. It wasn't. We weren't there at time to eat when we were there. And I forgot to we forgot to go back there, but I didn't realize they had a gift shop too, or I would have went in and explored a little. We just kind of did a brief tour to see what the campground was about. And we asked people there for information about the trails, and then kind of went back to camp. At this point, we still didn't have a good mapping system, so we were kind of winging a prayer. But um, the next trip we go, the next video out will be on Car Wash Falls, and that was a fun trip. Let me just say, drive back was long because I didn't understand crossing the mountain. It just wasn't pretty, but it was a fun trip nonetheless. So I hope you like this video. Please subscribe, leave a comment, all that. Not all of my videos are on trails. Some of them are. A lot of them are, because that's a big part of what we do. But we also, spend time in Waco and explore the silos, and, we're RVing our life and travels and having fun while we do it. Sometimes jeeping, sometimes side by side, sometimes exploring or whatever else we come across. So kayaking maybe too. We have a kayak. We just need to get out and use it. So hope you enjoy this video. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching.
Thrown in a van to 1,000 miles back, a better time. And how many souls and times that I've told of places that I'd wanna be, and how many days when I could have stayed instead of just getting up to leave. And given we make time, I'll meet you down the line. A long coat walking on a New York street, a pack of crushed cigarettes that fell to her feet. Well, ain't it odd how some people meet? But that's the truth. And 2 pictures buried in a guitar case, underneath the music sheets all over the place. I caught a glimpse of the sweetest girl's face I ever knew. And how many souls and times that I've told of places that I'd like to be, and how many days when I could have stayed instead of just getting up to leave. And given we make time, I'll meet you down the line. And all the days from now to then, if they never seem to come or to go, will find me in your memories that keep you from getting so low. And given we make time, I'll meet you down the line. Down the line, we'll meet up down the line.